have this paper hanging up right there, but I figured that this blank piece of paper really conveyed the constant state of existential crisis I'm always in. Hola, habaneros! I know, it's been a long time since I've actually filmed a normal video. Easy video, sorry. I have a cold. So, you know, naturally, I was just gonna rant because that's all my videos are. That's why I tried to delve away from my normal genre, but you know, you see, that didn't work out very well. Today, I'm gonna be talking about a brand new unhealthy obsession because that's what my life's comprised of. It's all that keeps me going. Let me have this, please. I'd appreciate it if you would not fly over while I'm filming. So, the unhealthy obsession is Heathers. A musical, not the movie. I haven't seen it, even though there's a illegal copy on YouTube. Please don't report it. I actually want to watch that when I get time. It's a musical based on the movie, and unlike when I talked about Shrek the musical, I'm not gonna give you a plot synopsis. Even though more people know about Shrek. I'm just dumb. But it's very inappropriate. I can say with almost no shadow of a doubt that it's actually more inappropriate than this channel. So that's really saying something, you know. When it's more inappropriate than a channel where the person, the host, the YouTuber eats cucumbers on camera, you know you're in for some deep shit. So, Heathers is actually set in high school. I don't know why I'm sitting with this, probably to seem more laid back, even though I'm not. Heathers the musical is, it's got a lot of catchy songs that'll get you in trouble for singing at school. Not that that's happened to me. I get in trouble just for singing in general because I'm not good, as you may have noticed from previous videos. I just love to reference myself, even though most people watching this probably accidentally clicked on it for some reason and they're like regretting it now, and they probably didn't watch past the intro. I'm sorry. Anyway, so Heathers is actually, you know what, some brief plot synopsis. I'm sorry, I can't help it, okay? If you want, you could, like, I don't know, stop complaining because this is my channel. It's not your channel, it's mine. Anyway, so Heathers is, at first it seems like this, the cliche story where the girl who's, like, super, nerdy and unfashionable gets taken in by the popular group and turned pretty and stuff. That's pretty much the whole first song, which is 8 minutes. 8 minutes long. 8 minutes, let me tell you. Until she meets this random guy. This random guy who gets in a fight. And she's like, whoa, he's pretty hot. There's a whole song about that too. She's like, whoa, I don't like fighting, but he's pretty hot. And then they meet at a 7-Eleven, and he talks about his deep emotional damage and how the only thing that gets him through is the pain that brain freezes from slushies give him. Yeah, yeah. His name's actually JD. She finds out. Short for Jason Dean. Then they go to this. Also, I'm sorry, spoilers. Very spoilers. This video, spoilers. Spoilers. Not that many of you care. Anyway, then they go to this party, and it's great. And then until the main pretty it up character, whose name's Veronica, stops the popular group from trying to completely humiliate her old friend from when she was unpopular. She's like, no, don't do that. Like, that's really mean. Then she gets in trouble, and so she sings another song. She's like, well, I'm screwed tomorrow. I've got 30 hours to live until they, like, kill me at 8 a.m. at school. Then she decides that she needs to have sex with her boyfriend. I mean, they're not dating yet, but she finds the Jason Dean guy's address and decides, oh, let's do the do. Ironically, that's one of the catchiest songs to me. And it's the most inappropriate. Actually, no. There's another more inappropriate one. Then, JD, for some reason, goes back with her to the main popular girl's house, who is Heather Chandler. Okay, all the 3 popular girls are named Heather, I'm sorry. She was like, oh, Veronica made me a drink or whatever. I don't know, she's hungover or something. I'm not sure, man. And And JD is like, hey, we should give her this drain cleaner instead. And it's in the same cup as whatever drink she was giving her. And so he switches it when she's not looking, and so she actually feeds the Heather Chandler the drain cleaner, and she dies. And she has to forge a suicide note, and JD lets her think it was an accident, even though he clearly did it on purpose. Then the suicide notes get everywhere, and then the teachers are like, whoa, this is a great suicide note. If you get a long weekend, it's the most beautiful suicide note I've ever read. Box of my clothing for goodwill, and give the poor minority. Sorry. And then the two remaining popular girls invite Veronica to a graveyard where the two jockey popular boys are low-key trying to date rape them, and they invite her there because they were like, it's the only way they were gonna stop is only if we got you here. Then they sing a song about how their balls are blue. That's the most inappropriate song. And then nothing happens, but they spread the rumor throughout school that she actually had a three-way with them, and so everyone's calling her Veronica a slut. And she starts crying, and JD's like, whoa, they made you cry. They're gonna pay. And so they lure them to the graveyard. She's like, oh, you know I want a three-way. Come to the graveyard if you want to actually happen. And he gives her a gun loaded with what she thinks is tranquilizing bullets, but they're actually real bullets. And he's like, oh, we're gonna make it look like they faked their suicide, and because they're gay for each other. And she's like, okay, this is actually gonna be pretty funny. And then he shoots both of them, and she realizes that it wasn't tranquilized bullets. And she's like, what the hell? Because our love is God. And now everyone thinks they're gay for each other, and their dads sing a whole song, and it turns out their dads are actually gay. Then Veronica's like, hey, maybe we should stop killing people and just be like normal 17-year-olds. And he's like, okay. Then for some reason they assemble and talk about secrets and stuff, and one of the Heathers is like, wow, opens up in this really sad song, and then the other Heather tells her to kill herself, basically, it all spirals, and Veronica's old friend tries to kill herself, who, ironically, the only person who's actually tried to kill herself doesn't die. She breaks up with JD at some point. I can't remember in between which song. And then he comes to her house and tries to convince her to come blow up the school with him, because he's decided that because all these people are crappy and they're taking you away from me, I need to kill them all. And then she fakes her suicide, and she goes and tries to stop him, and so she takes the bomb out to the football field and is ready to blow up with it. And then they have this emotional moment, and he takes the bomb from her, and he explodes and dies, which neatly wraps up all loose ends. And then they sing a song about how they need to be 17 and be together and happy and not kill people. I really like it a lot, and it's unfortunate that a lot of the musicals I like are pretty inappropriate in some regards, I guess. And honestly, I don't know why I thought that this video wasn't going to dissolve into this little thing where I try to sing songs even though I can't. And so I'm not gonna let it. But if you are not easily offended and you're okay with swearing and such and suicides, and you should give it a listen. There's also a bootleg on YouTube. Please don't report that either. Thanks for watching this rant. I just needed an easy video, you guys. Thanks for watching. Over to my outro. Go ahead and click subscribe. I'm a slut. No, I'm not. Nobody. No, I'm not. This is a really cute bra. Sorry, that was really inappropriate.